coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analyst Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Take it away.
Thanks very much. Now, guys, at the end of this season, there is a potential opt-out of the collective bargaining agreement. And after seeing star players hold out, some wonder if that will be exercised. Commissioner Silver says, we have a common interest to ensure that contracts are honored. Those are issues we can approach collectively. Kevin?
As is always the best case. David, thank you. So with Horford sitting on the bench, here's who's on the floor for Nate McMillan. Maravich is out there with Wilkins. And it's Mutombo. Then it's Fresh. And it's Pettit into the power forward. And for New York, they've got Lucas. Frazier is out there with Starks. Then it's Ewing. And it's Barrett at the 3, the small forward. AGA, what about these Hawks? They can really be fun to watch.
Yeah, and they just need to be more consistent, Kevin. It seems they can beat anyone on any day. If they can start doing that regularly, we're talking about big things in the future.
It'll be the Knicks off the tip. Now Frazier passes it to Barrett. Starks with it. Here's Barrett. 6 on the shot clock. New York needs to get off a shot. No good from Lucas. Now here's Fresh. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
And for teams that have gotten off to a less than ideal start to the season, Doris, when is it time to start thinking about changing strategies or even more?
Well, I think if you're a head coach or a member of the front office, it always is an opportunity to evaluate where you are, win or lose. But I think the first few months, you've got to think about, all right, is the whole group connected? Are they working toward winning? Are they being unselfish and putting the organization first? If you can answer those questions, then you can make your next move.
Doris, since 2000, the New York Knicks have won a grand total of 1 playoff series. What are their issues? Why the problems?
Yeah, I think, Kevin, you always evaluate an organization in its totality. You start with the ownership group, then you go to the general manager, down to the coaches, and how is your roster? What caliber of player is there? Clearly, they have not had stability amongst the GMs, the coaches, or the personnel. It does, however, appear that they are moving in a direction with a clear plan now.
Here's Barrett following the 3 by Atlanta. The kick out to Frazier. Over Mutombo. Off the left rim and out.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
They get the rebound. Wilkins. Starks with the steal. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Pass to Ewing. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
How about the muscle inside from Ewing? Easily getting to wherever he wants to on that low block.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Ewing at the line. 1 shot.
Well, as somebody who grew up in New York and New Jersey, I was a Knicks fan, right? They have such a great history. Think back to the championship team of the 70s, Walt Clyde Frazier, then the Patrick Ewing era, Bernard King. They have had so many Hall of Famers.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Frazier the pass to Starks. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Taking a look at New York. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And you know, right now, Atlanta They've started this year as well as they could have hoped, playing great basketball, probably exceeding preseason expectations.
There it finds Ewing. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession.
And the ferocity on display defensively here from Mutombo. Just an incredible shot blocker.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
They now take the lead. And Doris, growing up around New York, what makes this Knicks franchise so special?
Well, I think certainly the energy of the city, the passion for the game of basketball, playing in the Mecca, how fired up opponents are to play in Midtown Manhattan. The Knicks are a team that everyone follows.
Here's Fresh, following the score by Walt Frazier.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
Starks outside, fires the three. New York now working with the new shot clock.
And you can't sleep on Lucas. I mean, he uses that big frame to kind of carve out space. Then he's savvy enough to convert when he gets those second chance opportunities.
Now here's Fresh, coming off 31 points last game. Pass to Maravich. Another three for Atlanta.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. And this matchup with the Hawks, it's their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, two conference rivals. I mean, they'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
So what you look for in the first game, one, does one team make a statement? And two, how does the other team react to that?
Substitution on the court.
So with Wilkins on the bench, here's who's on the floor for Nate McMillan. They've got Fresh. Smith is out there with Horford. Then there's Murray. And it's Hagan in at the shooting guard. Knicks trail by 3. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much, guys. Growing up, Mitchell Robinson didn't play basketball, but a 7-inch growth spurt in the 8th grade changed things. He fell to the 36th pick overall in 2018, but his physical tools have made him a presence. One key to his success, he says, just run the floor. If you're the first man down the court, you can get the ball. Kevin, that sounds pretty simple to me.
It does to me, too. Keep it simple and use that athleticism. David, thanks. That's good from Ewing. And when people talk about defense, the term boxes and elbows comes up a lot. Great for our audience. Can you explain what that's about?
It's a great point, Kevin. And listen, the two defenders on what we call the boxes, that's down in the low post area. And you see those two boxes down at the end of the free throw line. And then you have the two defenders on the elbows. That's the edge of the free throw line. The idea to close down the paint.
Here's Young. After R.J. Barrett's bucket to the paint, Capella with the bucket.
The closer Capella is, the more effective he becomes, showing off the nice touch there.
Frazier kicks to Starks. Over Bogdanovich. A shot by Starks, no good. Atlanta's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And the dunk by Capella.
Doesn't get any easier than this. Capella's work ethic is what allows him to get those dunks.
Starks outside. Ewing against Capella. And the shot is good. Ewing's got his second basket of the night.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Frazier against Young. Here's Fresh. From outside, off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Second team foul.
Breaking down some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Hawks.
I love the defensive concentration so far in this one. They're getting out on shooters and really doing a great job of disrupting the rhythm.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Knicks lead by 5. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Coach. Your team has found success when they've gotten the ball into the paint. Is that the goal, to do more of that in the second half?
Yeah, we want to play inside out, force them to collapse, and then we got to share the ball. We have to make quick decisions. When we move the ball quickly, we'll get good shots. But if we hold on to it, they're not going to be high percentage shots.
The ball finds energy, right? Thanks, Coach. Back to you guys.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
Now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started.
Okay.
For the Knicks, the first quarter was pretty even. They did give up a couple baskets more than they wanted to, and at the end of the period, were trailing by 5 points. They were able to take control in the second quarter and finish the half ahead by 5. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Knicks.
It's been an aggressive approach with them at the opposite end. Getting the ball inside and getting as many points as possible close to the rim. So far, so good. They have a nice edge in the points in the paint.
And Shaq, how about what you saw from the Hawks?
I like the way they rebounded. They devoted a lot of energy down low, fighting for each other on the board.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
On your feet, fans.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Nice game, great performance by Jerry Lucas.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Barrett is out there with Lucas. Then there's Frazier. Then there's Starks. And it's Ewing in at the center. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with. Down low, here's Fresh. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
The Hawks have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line.
And a season ago at the charity stripe, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And it's Frazier with the ball for New York. 3-point lead. There's the dish to Barrett. Over Fresh. Atlanta with the rebound. Bennett's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Wilkins. Feeds it to Mutombo. Here's Fresh, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, that's a great find by Mutombo, a guy who always seems to make the right play.
New York's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Starks outside. Frazier left side. Shoots over Maravich. Shot by Frazier, no good. Atlanta's shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Barrett. Releases. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Barrett's got 9.
You can tell some players like that rhythm dribble. R.J. Barrett using the pull-up jumper. Go ahead, R.J.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Fast break, the Hawks. All going up court. Starks with the steal. And Fresh picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Hawks making a change here. Capella's checked in.
Onto the floor for the Hawks.
Here is Frazier. Dishes it to Lucas. And the pass to Starks. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. They get Dominique Wilkins.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
This is his second attempt at the line tonight.
Personal foul. Second team foul. John Starks at the line. One shot.
The Hawks trail by 3. And here's Maravich. 9 points in the game so far. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Jerry Lucas.
And Maravich, the skill set, how savvy he is, and then the showmanship that he brings to the table. I don't know that I've ever had a guy more creative at the game of basketball.
Free throw good, Maravich. Both shots good from the stripe.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
New York calls timeout.
Time to make some noise for your Knicks City Dancer. Let's hear it for your Knicks City Kids.
Starks against Wilkins. Now here's Frazier. Tight defense on him. A shot by Starks, no good.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backcourt.
This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Frazier outside. Now, here's Barrett. He's covered by Fresh. Frazier lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
R.J. Barrett with excellent vision. And it's not just the vision, it's the ability to put it on time and on target. Nicely done.
And that was another look at the fantastic mobile one drive that happened a moment ago.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow. And growing up around basketball, R.J. Barrett's dad played a bunch of places. R.J. spending a lot of his childhood in France.
So for the Knicks, Reedy's checked in for Lucas. Richardson comes in for John Starks. And Monroe's subbed in for Frazier. New York moving it around. Reed dishes to Monroe. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Knicks lead by 3. Greg, you know this. One of R.J. Barrett's dad's best friends, former MVP Steve Nash.
Yeah, and Nash is R.J.'s godfather, no less. So Barrett's had a chance to kind of soak in the game his entire life, and you can see that in his intelligent play on the floor.
Reed the pass, Richardson. Here's Ewing. Capella covering. Oh, good from Ewing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
56 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Fresh. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
52 seconds left to play in the third. Passes to Barrett. Back to Monroe. Over Young. Monroe, no good. To the wing right side. Here's Fresh. Here he goes. It's rebounded by Barrett.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Once R.J. Barrett sees the defense commit, he goes right into attack mode and gets himself a trip to the free throw line. That is beautiful.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And just a shade over 70% from the line a season ago. That's an area I'm sure he wants to improve.
He's off on the first. The Hawks leading by 3. On the court for Atlanta, they've got Fresh. Mutombo is out there with Smith. Then it's Wilkins, and it's Maravich in at the point. Fresh can't get it to go.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Yep, that one goes. Houston's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Knicks. And another great look at the 2K drive.
And a close game like this, you've got to dig deep and just find a way to make things happen.
Driving inside. Out to Smith. Shoots over Lucas. Pass to Wilkins. Out to the right wing. Now Fresh. 5 to shoot. Mutombo passes to Fresh. Sinks the triple. Fresh has got 23 points.
After hitting only 1 from downtown in the first half, he's exploded with 3 since.
Pass to Lucas. Here's Houston. He's defended by Wilkins. Takes the 13-footer. Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Frazier.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
And this is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Here's Starks. And the rejection by Smith. Now here's Fresh. Guarded closely. He feeds it to Mutombo. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And Mutombo, a defensive force, a long, intelligent player who plays well on both ends of the floor.
First one falls for him.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
And so he makes both from the line. Knicks trail by 4. Starks outside. Back to Frazier. On the wing, Starks. Defended by Wilkins. Ewing kicks to Frazier. Barrett the pass to Lucas. Back to Barrett. Here's Frazier. Misses the 3. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks. Fresh, the pass to Bennett. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And points in the paint are a sure thing when Pettit's on the floor. He's just got too much game down low. He may not have the bulk of some of the other guys, but doesn't matter.
New York calls timeout. And with a fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Pete Maravich.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, guys. I listened to Tom Thibodeau talking to his team during the break. He told them this is gut check time. This is when it gets real and when it gets fun. We're here to play in these big moments. Let's make this one count. Kevin, by my count, that's 5 cliches.
Thank you, David. Frazier scanning the floor. And it's sent back by Mutombo. Fresh with the ball. Backed up by Barrett. Young against Starks. Over Young. Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down to 6 in the bucket from Starks.
The peripheral vision, the decisive delivery. One of the things you love about Frazier's artistry as a playmaker.
Now here's Fresh. Covered by Starks. Another three for Atlanta.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Here's Ewing. Over Mutombo. It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Ewing.
And big man who can shoot really changes the dynamic of your offense.
It's almost gotten to the point where you have to be able to hit that face-up jumper nowadays. Very few exceptions to that rule.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Got a piece of it. Stolen by Fresh. Young against Frazier. Young passes to Fresh. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
And you expect this from Young. He scans the floor and finds an open man for the shot.
The pass to Ewing. Over Mutombo. Ewing can't get it to go.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Well, this trip to the line should seal the deal. Amazing job.
Greg, nothing short of some once-in-a-lifetime plays are going to save them now.
Yeah, the door is just about to close on this one. But hey, never say never.
Well, with his strength, Julius Randle can absorb contact easier than a lot of players. This guy is not going to be intimidated.
Julius Randle at the line, 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Well, Julius Randle has made it clear he has big aspirations as a player. And what you love is he's going to invest the time to make his game all that much more dangerous.
Bennett, the pass to Fresh. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Trey, leadership is such a key part of that point guard position. So what do you focus on with that?
I'm a big guy and building team chemistry, so any chance I can, go bowling, hang out with these guys, build chemistry, and I think that's where it starts, is off the court, because that translates on.
Yeah, you guys look like a tight-knit group right now, man. Congrats on the win. Kevin?
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.